Alright, so everyone, go ahead and allow yourself to get comfortable. Allowing yourself to get all your jitters out and just relax and just be. I want everyone to take note of your energy at this moment. Just feeling into the body, feeling around the body. What does your energy feel like right now? And I always take 3 deep breaths in through my nose and out through my mouth. And I do this to build muscle memory within my body and to relax my body. Because each time I take those 3 deep breaths, my body, my energy knows that I'm getting ready to go into a meditative state. And it automatically starts to relax and it starts to settle in. So if you're ever in a stressful situation, you can take those 3 deep breaths and it'll help you to calm down and just be. Alright, so now we're going to bring our awareness down to our feet, where we're going to imagine roots coming out of the bottom of our feet, going down into the ground, all the way down until it meets with a crystal. And whatever the color of that crystal is, whatever color you need today, you're going to see those roots connect to it, and once you do, you're going to see that energy coming up your roots, moving all the way up until it moves into the feet, then goes up into the legs, past the knees, into the thighs, into the hips, moving up into our stomach and our back, into our chest, our upper back, moving into our shoulders and into our hands, and then up into our neck, going in through our face and all the way up to the top of our head. And we're going to leave this energy sitting for just a few moments, allowing it to do whatever it needs to do at this time. And then you're going to bring your awareness up to the top of your head. And you're going to start to gently push this energy back down, starting at the top of the head. And it's going to go down into the feet and out into the ground. So you're going to see the energy being pushed from the top of the head, down through the face, down into the neck, into the chest. Seeing the energy in your arms coming up and out into the chest. Seeing that energy going down into the stomach. And then moving down into the hips, into the legs. Going down past the knees. moving down all the way into our feet. Just allowing that energy to go down into the earth and just feeling our body. How does it feel at this moment? Does it feel any calmer? Does it feel like it has more flow? Does it feel like it has more energy? Now we're going to focus on placing protection around ourselves. So you're going to visualize a bubble of bright white light surrounding yourself. As this bubble surrounds you, we're going to place some intent into this bubble. And that intent is going to be that we would like this bubble to protect us from taking on anyone else's energy. We would also like this bubble to protect us from anyone else stealing our energy. Alright, so now what I want everyone to do is just bring your awareness up into your third eye area, which is right in the middle of your eyebrows. Just bringing your awareness to that area. This is typically where our mind hangs out, in and around this area. We're just relaxing. We're allowing our focus to just hone in to the blackness in this area, the space in this area. Now we're going to bring some energy into the throat chakra just to kind of boost that center, since it has a lot to do with our clairaudience. So what we're going to do is we're going to see that chakra right in the middle of our throat start to glow with bright white energy in the front of our neck and in the back of our neck. We're going to see two vortexes, one on each side, and it's glowing with bright white light. Sometimes when you do this exercise, you can almost feel as if you're feeling that vibration in your throat chakra. You can feel that energy there. And one thing I want you to start off by doing is just in your mind, I want you to hear the words hello. And then I want you to tell yourself hello. And just like you would if you're talking in your own mind, just hearing yourself say hello. Just take note if there's any difference between when you allowed yourself to hear hello versus when you said hello within your mind. And if you want to try that again, you can. So just settling in and then hearing the word hello in your mind, allowing that word to come to you, and then saying hello in your mind. If you pay attention to that and you do that enough, you can start to notice a subtle difference between the hello that you're allowing and the hello that you are saying yourself. We're going to move back to that exercise in just a moment. But for right now, I want everyone to start to allow your hearing to open up. And I'm just going to talk for a few seconds, and then we're just giving the instructions, and then we're going to allow our hearing to really open up. So I want you to start to get a baseline of what you're hearing right now. And as you get that baseline of your initial hearing, I want you to feel as if your ears are opening, as if they're just allowing more and more sound into your ears. And I want you to remind yourself to open your ears and allow more sound in, probably around 5 times within the next 2 minutes or so. And then once we're done in about 2 minutes, I will gently bring everyone back, starting with a very low voice, since your hearing will be very heightened. So one last thing, allowing yourself with that baseline, and then allowing yourself to hear more and more and more. You may hear the music, you may hear someone moving, you may hear the AC, you may then start to hear birds, a plane, cars. Just allow yourself to go further and further, and I'll bring us back in about 2 minutes. this exercise over and over, you'll start to realize that once you start to listen and you start to allow your hearing to open up more and more, you get a lot better at it. It becomes a lot easier. And you start to realize that you start to move into almost another dimensional space. By active listening, you start to kind of go deep into a meditative state until you realize you're hearing something different, and it brings you into that space. So as you're doing that exercise, don't ever hesitate to just allow yourself to go wherever you feel like you need to go while you allow your ears to open up and hear. Alright. So now within your mind, I want you to visualize a lion. I want you to just see a lion. It can be a lion that you've seen before. It can be as if you're on a safari and you see a lion just walking around. And as you're there, I want you to hear this lion roar. Just hearing the roar of a lion. Alright, and then what I want you to do, I want you to visualize what looks like a bulldozer that's just plowing dirt, and it's backing up, and as it backs up, it's beeping. I want you to hear the engine. I want you to hear it digging into the dirt. I want you to be able to hear the beeping as it backs up. I want you to see it scoop up some dirt, pick it up, and then start to dump it out. Hearing that dirt hit the ground, emptying out of its front. And I want you to visualize a single engine plane with the propeller in the front. We all know how that sounds. I want you to just picture that just flying above and hearing it. Then bringing yourself to where you're seeing some people hammering in some nails. I want you to hear that hammer hitting the nails. And just imagining yourself riding a bike or someone riding past you, and you're just hearing that tick, 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 tick as the bike goes by, or as you're riding it. And we'll do a couple more before we move on to the next thing. I want you to hear crickets. last one we'll do is I want you to hear a lawnmower. Allowing yourself to just hear it in the distance or up close, whatever comes to you. And then earlier I asked you to say hello or hear hello in your mind. I just want to try something with you really quick. I want you to, within your mind, I want you to hear your voice ask spirit guides or God or universe, do you have any messages for me? And just the same as you allowed that hello to come in, I want you to allow the voice to come in and give you any messages that it may have. And you can always start by hearing I do have a message, then allowing it to go from there. Alright. And in that same space, just asking for your spirit guides to come through and just say hello, letting you know what their voice sounds like. This may sound like your voice. It may have a slightly different sound to it, or you may be able to hear it outside of your body, as if someone's talking to you. Alright, we're going to bring our awareness back to our throat chakra, where we have bright white light just glowing at the entrance and at the exit point. What we're going to do is in the front, right in the middle of our throat, we're going to see this light start to go away. And as we do, we're going to envision or imagine our throat chakra spinning. It looks like a little vortex that's filled with an ocean blue color. We're just going to visualize it spinning healthy and nicely right in the middle of our throat. You may not be able to see it, you may be able to just feel it or sense it, and that's fine as well. And once you see it or feel it just flowing nice and healthy, I want you to bring your awareness back up to your third eye area. And we're now going to move into manifestations for the week. So we're going to visualize a pencil and a piece of paper on a desk or a table or somewhere, wherever you see it. We're going to walk over to it. We're going to pick up that pencil and we're going to write at the top of this paper, manifestation. And then on that piece of paper, I want you to write whatever it is that you would like to manifest for this week moving forward. And once you're done, I want you to fold that piece of paper up. I want you to visualize a bowl sitting in the middle of all of us that's filled with bright white light. And we're going to send these letters into that bowl. Then we're going to visualize a lid coming down on top of that bowl. And we're going to see the whole thing start to float and take off through the ceiling, going up into the sky, and just flying quickly up into the universe as far as you can imagine, and just seeing it deteriorate and just explode into nothing. Understanding that your manifestations are underway. We now just need to get out of the way and allow the universe to guide us and detach from any outcomes. And then at this time, I want you to start to feel your hands and your feet, starting to feel your breath, and just becoming aware of the room. Just allowing yourself to fully start to come through. And if you need to stretch or anything, you can do so as well. And then when you're ready, completely bring yourself back.